Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, yes, y'all see correctly, we are finally doing gameplay with the best player maybe in the NBA right now, the man himself, the alien, Victor Wembanyama, who is having just an unbelievable start to a season for the Spurs. And obviously, he's been like the best card in my team for the last 2 or 3 years. This dude always rules the game pretty much all year. Wimby is insane. I actually don't think he's quite that good this year. Now, he's still unbelievable. Shout out to my guy Phantasma for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. He pulled Wimby out of a half box. Now, I want to say that is extremely unlikely. I do not think you should go open half boxes. I'm not opening myself. I do think it's worth prefacing by saying that. I'm excited to try Wimby and see how good he is. I actually think he may not be quite as good as he has been the last couple of years, though, and I'll explain why I think that in this video. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. I'm even, like, I brought literally most of my setup here out of state to record videos while I'm out of town for a few days. So we're still grinding, getting content out for y'all, even though I am busy, and I appreciate all y'all's support. So without further ado, let's take a look at this Wimby card. 7'4", 94 offense, 97 defense, 87 3 ball, 87 mid range. He's a solid shooter, especially because, again, he's 7'4". 87 3 ball is pretty insane. 90 standing, 80 driving dunk. Defensively, he's obviously ridiculous. 97 block, 92 interior, had pretty good steal and perimeter. 94 offensive, 95 defensive rebounding. The worst attribute on the card basically is like 70 strength, 79 speed, 79 vert, 77 agility. Like, the athleticism isn't jump off the page insane, but again, he's 7'4". So it's like, how much does that matter? Now, Phantasma badged the heck out of this card, gave him Legend Box Out, Legend Brick Wall, Legend Immovable, Legend Lightning Launch, Legend Physical Finisher, Legend Rise Up, and Set Shot. I mean, he literally gave him every Legend badge he could, which I totally understand. But as y'all can see, it's not like Wimby. I mean, he has one more badge slot. Handles for days would be an option. I guess Dimer. What was that? Not mini marksman. Do not add that badge to this Wimby ever, please. Pick Dodger you could do. Shifty you could do, although it's not as good now. I mean, look, he's going to miss 1 or 2 badges you'd kind of like to have on a center. Again, he's 7'4" with elite level shooting, very competent athleticism. He's going to be dominant on the interior. Again, this should be the 3rd year in a row where Wimby's probably the best card in the game. That being said, is he as good as he has been? I don't know. I haven't used Wimby this year. I haven't used his free agent card. I haven't even used his lower tier cards. Haven't played quick play with him. I don't know how uncontestable his jumper is this year. It's still very smooth and very good, especially for a 7'4" dude. Like, you're never going to miss wide open with him. His shot's amazing. But is he uncontestable the way he was last year? I don't think he will be. And honestly, this year, I think shorter players are a little better on the interior overall defensively, just because interior ratings seem to matter a lot, and positioning certainly does too on the interior. At times, Wimby's going to be a complete effing glitch around the rim. You know what I mean? He's going to be ridiculous. But the honest truth is, I think he's a little more stoppable than he has been the last couple of years, where he literally ruled the game for months. It's a good thing I'm saying that, because he's like, I think he's like 6 million MT, and he's never on the auction house, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, he might be more than that. Again, nobody's going to have this card really, except for the very few people who got lucky. He's unbelievable for sure. How attainable is he? Pretty much not for almost everybody. And again, this is a video I'm uploading for entertainment. I wouldn't recommend going spending a ton of money trying to chase this Wimby card. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I am excited to see what this card can do. So let's hop into a game. Let's see what Victor Wembanyama can do. All right, our opponent has, it looks like Bosch at center, Shingun, OG Anunoby, Marcus Smart, Clay. Not a bad team. Bosch, one of the best bigs in the game. It's a good squad. I do think Wimby should probably dominate. Interested to see what this card can do. This guy's only a tier 4, so he may not be an uber sweat. There's a good chance Wimby just like absolutely dominates this game. We'll see. I hope so. Get the pick and pop going immediately is my first thought. Actually, you know what? He's 7'4". I gotta stop being cute. Wimby stopped being cute this year in real life. He goes and dunks the ball. Let's do that in this game. I think that's a smart way to start us off. I think in real life he was shooting a little bit too many threes. Now in this game, his ability to be elite pick and pop big is very real and very nice. At the same time, I mean, to be fair, you kind of sometimes... I got stuck in the screen. Good shot. He knocked it down. You want to be able to dunk the ball in this game. Sometimes with the way contests are and stuff, and just in my team specifically, having guys who can just go inside and be glitchy, and Wimby is like the glitchiest at that, is really, really nice. We'll take the dunk right there, and he is immediately up to a quick 4 points. Very fast start to this game. Don't got to get too cute. It's bad D by me. Like, just left the pop wide open. I didn't need to do that either. He's not insanely recoverable. You know what I mean? Like, he's not, you do got to keep in mind 79 speed is still 79 speed. He's not, and 79 agility too. He's not going to be insanely fast laterally or this like ridiculous recovery big. Now, he'll get some very glitchy block animations and stuff, but yeah, I don't know if that was my fault or I'm not 100% sure. But we give up the 3-ball again to Bosch. I was trying to chase down that Marcus Smart shot, so I'm not as that's a pump fake. Whatever. We're fine. Still a 6-point start. Kind of an annoying animation there, but I was trying to pump fake. He gets by. That agility might be something that's like a real thing. Bosch is 88 speed, right? Embiid's 91. Hakeem is 88. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I think this Wimby card is kind of slow. He's very, very good. I don't want to get that take. Okay, the spacing sucks. He's very, very good. I could tell you that for sure, but he does kind of feel a little, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. Down 10-6 so far. Not an amazing start. Catch and shoot here and knock it down. I am interested to try out the jumper. We got to see if it is uncontestable. And offensively, he feels incredible so far. Although, again, he's a little slow. I think, honestly, did we have this many good bigs last year? The Bosches and Embiids and Jarens, and I guess we kind of did, but height seems to matter a little less this year. I don't know. The speed stuff feels a little real with him. Because last year, the uncontestability, like, masked a lot of flaws. And this year it might too, if he's, whoa, hold on, he just made that. Okay. I thought that was a bad shot, and we made that. Now I'm a little rattled. That being said, okay, Embiid gets blown by too, of course, it's the same thing. Embiid, you can tell the recovery speed-wise, even though he got blown by there. Like, that was not an Embiid issue, I don't think. Hit our pop again and shoot it again. Let's just find out. Okay, 22. That might have just been my fault, trying to no-dip. He is kind of slow, dude. If I have one criticism so far, it's that. He's not insanely fast. Is he? Like, I don't know. I think I'm probably nitpicking a little bit. This is a 7'4" guy who does everything good, but he is kind of slow. If you're looking for the biggest flaw so far, that seems to be it. What a contest at the rim. I don't know if that was him or the game or what, but we're going to catch again, pump fake, and shoot the 3 and green it. I mean, he's still a demigod. I don't want to sit here and act like this card isn't insanely good just because I think he's a little slower than I anticipated in terms of recovery, defense, and stuff. It just means don't gamble with him realistically. Don't help too far off the pop. Sometimes you're going to have to give up a dunk with him on the court because he's not going to be the quickest card laterally, and maybe you just X-switch and don't give up a 3 because he's super long so he can contest. That's the one thing he can do is these like recovery contests and stuff can be really nice, but you might have to sacrifice some 2s with him on the court at times defensively. Like, believe it or I know as much as he's the most dominant defender in the world in real life, in this game, I don't know. I think it's completely fair to say that he is flawed defensively because of the speed against the best bigs in the game anyway. That being said, he is really, really good still. So let's not sugarcoat that. I do still think this is the best big and probably the best card. It's either him or Dr. J in the game. Because again, you can kind of mash people at will almost. And offensively, he does seem tough to contest. He seems really, really good. So I am impressed. I just think he's a tiny bit flawed. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. You wouldn't want the card to be unbelievably, completely and utterly overpowered. To be fair, he literally was last year. So I don't know. Maybe it's a little more balanced this year. Maybe we also just have slightly better answers this year. Maybe the gameplay is a little less rewarding to Wimby this year. But late contest again. Is that me? Probably. Do I think he could probably contest a little better? Also, yeah, let's shoot that. That's a 29. That one's green. That's still a 19, though, for McDice. You know, he's a little more contestable than last year. I'm not saying he's easy to contest, but these are not open shots. Last year, these would have all been opens. You had to, like, jump at him to get a lightly. Y'all remember how uncontestable he was last year. It was pretty OP. That's not the case this year. 6%, he didn't get a hand up there. He's tough to contest, but he's not quite as OP in that area as he was last year either, I don't think. At least to this point. I'm going to keep shooting a couple more contested shots, and then we're going to call it the gameplay. I'm not really playing much D, which, I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. I have 20 points with Wimby. He's still doing a lot of good things, but see, that's a 51 for a CPU not even clicked on. That's not the same as last year. That confirms it for me, that shot, because that would never have been even close to that contest last year. And that's fine. Jumper is still good. He's still a great popper, but again, it's another area. He's kind of slow laterally. It's another area where he just isn't unreal. You know what I'm saying? It's something to point out. He's not as good as he was last year. He's still the best big in the game. I'm not sure he's the best card in the game. I think it's debatable. Still amazing, yes, but a little less amazing than I expected, to be totally honest. 20 points, 1 rebound, 9 to 13, 2 to 6 from 3. He's a great card. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.